Hey guys, first of all, I would love to apologize for not posting the sewing tutorial of this blouse much sooner than I should have. A lot has been going on and I promise to give you guys the gist much later, so stay tuned to this channel. In this tutorial, we are going to be learning how to make this blouse exactly as you can see it on your screen. So stay tuned to know how to make this. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't and turn on your post notifications to always get notified whenever I post a new tutorial. Without further ado, let's dive right into this. So in the previous tutorial, we went ahead with the drafting of this pattern. This right here is the front pattern. We have the center front and the two side front. You can see exactly what this looks like. If you haven't seen the previous tutorial, I'll be putting the link in my description box so you can check that out. Okay, I also have the back pattern. You can see I have here the center back and also the side back. We'll be using this to cut out our fabric. I've gone ahead to cut this out on my fabric and I made sure to cut out a lining for each of this piece and iron interfacing to the lining. Ironing interfacing is totally optional. Okay, it just gives more structure to your fabric. You will notice that to the center front I added 0.5 inch all the way around, and to the side front also. The only place I didn't add stitching allowance 0.5 inch was to the side because we already added stitching allowance on our pattern paper, and there's no need to add 0.5 inch around the armhole. So what we'll be doing here basically is to join this together. Now what you're going to do is to place the side front to the center front, right sides facing each other. You'll be pinning this down, starting from this down part here all the way to the upper part. You can just watch how I'm doing this to know exactly how to go about yours. Now you're going to stitch this down using 0.5 inch stitching allowance. I will just be repeating this on the other side. So you can see that you stitch down the both sides using 0.5 inch stitching allowance, and where you are done, this is an example of what you should have. We are going to do the same thing on the back piece. I have my back piece here already cut out. I made sure to cut out lining piece and also iron interfacing to it, just like I did to the front. So we'll be joining this together also. You're going to place the back right sides to the center back, and you'll be pinning this down starting from the lower part all the way upward, just like I'm doing here. You'll be stitching this down using 0.5 inch stitching allowance. Okay, after stitching this down, you can see what I have for the front piece, and you would notice that I have gone ahead to make a notch around my stitch and I've ironed it open. I did the same thing also for the lining. Make sure to place your lining and your fabric right sides facing each other like I've done here. What you'll be doing here now is to stitch it down together at the neckline using 0.5 inch stitching allowance, and also stitch it down at this down part here using 0.5 inch stitching allowance. Make sure that you notch around your stitch and trim off the excess when you are done to prevent it from bulging from the inside. Okay, for the back piece also, you're going to repeat the same thing. You can see here that I have notched my stitch and I've ironed my seams open. Place them right sides facing each other. Stitch it down at the neckline using 0.5 inch and also at this down part here. So after stitching it down together, you would see that I have turned this over to the right side and I've given this a good press. I was quite in a hurry, so I didn't take my time to press this. Make sure you take your time to give yours a good press. Okay, so you notice that the sides here are open. What I'm going to do now is just to secure the lining and the main fabric together at the sides with a stitch, and I will be doing the same thing also on the back piece. So you can see here that I've secured the sides with a stitch just to keep it in place. Now place your back piece on the right side of your front piece like this. What we'll be doing here is to stitch it together at the shoulder, and if you follow me on here, you know how I like to do this to give a seamless finish. You're going to open it up like this, lining to lining and fabric to fabric, just like I'm doing here. Pin this down. You'll be stitching this down using 0.5 inch stitching allowance. Okay, and you make sure to do this on the other side also. The sleeve on this dress is a funnel shaped sleeve, and I've gone ahead to cut out my sleeve. I have a detailed tutorial on my channel on how to go about the drafting and the making of a funnel shaped sleeve. If you don't know how to do that, I'll be putting the link in my description box so you can go ahead and check that out. Okay, so what I'm just going to do here is to insert my sleeve to my blouse. So as you can see here, I've inserted my sleeves and I also inserted my zipper. I'm sorry that this tutorial is quite faster than usual. This is because I was quite in a hurry to finish this particular blouse. So just insert your sleeves and insert your zipper. The next thing we are going to do now is just to basically close it off at the side. So like we always do, make sure to align your blouse together and pin it down properly, okay? Just like I have done here. So what you are going to do here basically is to first of all hem the ends of your sleeve, and when you are done, you are going to take out your accurate body measurements on your blouse and you stitch this down starting from the sleeve all the way into the length of your blouse. And that would be all for this tutorial. This is how to go about the making of this beautiful blouse. I hope this tutorial was really helpful. Please do let me know in the comment section. Make sure to hit on the like button, share this to family and friends who you think would love this tutorial. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial.